Newly released stills from the drama's next episode capture the moment of togetherness between the king and Ji-young, who smiled during their conversation after receiving permission to search for ingredients outside the palace, her smile seemingly showing determination and optimism as she believes in this plan, even though there may be risks. But then, surprisingly, the king suddenly appears before Ji-young. So, Ji-young and King set out to find Jang Chun-sang, an eccentric craftsman who lives deep in the mountains. Although he has a difficult personality, Jang Chun-sang is a master craftsman who can help them win the competition by creating something Ji-young desperately needs, a pressure cooker. Along the way, the king seems unaccustomed to walking far, he looks exhausted, complains about his aching feet. But then, Ji-young and the king finally find the place of the pressure cooker craftsman according to the clue on the map, but the place looks so mysterious and suspicious, especially the writing on the gate. The writing says that entering without permission brings death. This makes the king annoyed, thinking it is nonsense, and he considers that strange man has no manners while asking, "Who dares to ask permission from me?" The king tries to break in without asking permission, but Ji-young tries to stop him. And when the king opens the gate, something already waits for them in front of them, but the king, who does not realize it, calls out the name Jang Chun-sang, asking him to come out and pay respect, so Ji-young can only regret his attitude and think the king is really annoying. But Ji-young quickly realizes there is a cannon in front of them ready to fire, because earlier the king opens the door right away, so the fuse already ignites. Quickly they try to avoid it, the king's personal guard tries to protect the king, while the king tries to protect Ji-young. The annoyed king can only grumble, is he out of his mind? Newly released stills from the upcoming episode capture the duo's fiery first encounter with Jang Chun-sang, which gets off to a rocky start straight away. Without even bothering to greet them, Jang Chun-sang immediately attempts to chase them away by threatening them with a cannon at the door, infuriating the highly temperamental king. Even Ji-young is seen wearing a displeased expression as she interacts with Jang Chun-sang. Meanwhile, Prince Jaesun learns that the king leaves the palace again. He sees this as an opportunity, especially since many dangers may happen outside that threaten the king. At one point, a group of people tries to cause chaos. They attack the king and the others, but this time their target is not the king, but Ji-young. They hope Ji-young fails in the competition so that the king's position weakens. This becomes a form of attack that is more political sabotage from inside the palace. Another still captures a group of men in black attempting an attack. The king draws his sword to fight them off, even pointing it at one of the assailants. Meanwhile, Ji-young, caught off guard and unprepared, looks visibly shocked by the chaos. At her side, the king steps in to shield her, leaving us wondering how the two will ultimately manage to escape this dangerous turmoil. Another still shows Ji-young successfully appearing in the competition, which shows that the attempts made to harm Ji-young outside the palace fail. The Joseon team's expressions look tense and focused. They most likely face huge pressure to prove themselves and protect the honor of the palace. Meanwhile, in another still, it shows the group of chefs from the Ming dynasty. Their postures look confident, even slightly arrogant, reflecting the fierce rivalry. This creates a dramatic atmosphere and makes viewers curious about who will win. It also raises curiosity about what actions will be taken by the Grand Royal Queen Dowager, Song Jae, and even concubine Mokju, who always looks uneasy about any unpredictable actions Ji-young takes.